Tonight, we delve into the terrifying legend of a creature so mysterious and horrifying that its very name sends chills down the spine of anyone who has heard its story. This is the tale of the Rake. But before we get into that, I have a dream to reach 1,000 subscribers until the end of the year. If you want to help me achieve that, make sure to like, subscribe, comment and hit the bell to get notified when we release another video. Thank you so much. Now without further ado, let's get to the tale of the Rake. The Rake is not a creature you can easily describe. Reports of its appearance vary, but most agree on one thing: it's a gaunt, pale humanoid figure with long, thin limbs and sharp claws, hence its name. Its hollow eyes and twisted, contorted body are said to invoke immediate dread and despair. The Rake is known to silently stalk its victims, watching from a distance, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The first known reports of the Rake date back centuries, with records in several countries describing encounters with this malevolent creature. However, the story became widely known only in the early 2000s, when an anonymous post online detailed multiple disturbing encounters. But this story, unlike others, didn't end with just a brief sighting. It's said that once the Rake locks its eyes on you, it never stops watching. One chilling account that has haunted readers for years comes from a family in New York whose encounter with the Rake would forever change their lives. The story begins on a quiet summer night. The family was sound asleep, unaware of the terror that would soon unfold. The first sign of something wrong was when the father, lying in bed, woke up to a strange sensation. He felt like he was being watched. His eyes opened, and he saw it. At the foot of his bed was the Rake, hunched over, its pale skin glowing faintly in the moonlight. Its eyes were black pits, and its long fingers dug into the bed sheets. The man was frozen in terror, unable to move or make a sound. For what felt like an eternity, the Rake stared at him, not moving, just watching. Then, without a word or sound, the Rake stood up and slowly backed away, disappearing into the darkness of the hallway. But this was just the beginning. Over the next several weeks, the family began to experience unexplainable events. Scratching noises in the walls, strange shadows moving in the corner of their eyes, and the growing sense that they were being watched. The Rake seemed to enjoy tormenting them, never fully revealing itself but always reminding them it was near. They would find claw marks on doors and walls, and sometimes they'd wake up in the middle of the night to see the Rake standing silently at the foot of their bed. The mother of the family, Sarah, became increasingly paranoid. She refused to sleep, fearing that one night the Rake wouldn't just watch. And she was right. One night, while the family slept, Sarah woke up to the sound of heavy breathing. This time, the Rake was not at the foot of the bed, it was sitting on her chest. Its long fingers wrapped around her throat, its cold breath brushing against her face. Sarah tried to scream, but no sound came out. Her eyes filled with tears as she stared into the black voids that were the Rake's eyes. She was sure this would be her last moment. And then, just like before, the Rake vanished. But this time, Sarah wasn't left unharmed. She bore deep scratches on her neck, and her voice was never the same again. In desperation, the family moved away, leaving behind their home and everything they owned, hoping to escape the creature's grasp. But even in their new house, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The Rake had marked them. No matter where they went, it followed. It's said that once you've seen the Rake, you can never unsee it. It latches onto your life, feeding off your fear and tormenting you until you break. The Rake may not kill you instantly, but it will destroy you piece by piece, until there's nothing left but terror. To this day, there are still new reports of the Rake from all over the world. Some claim they see it lurking in the woods, hiding in the shadows, or even at the edge of their beds. Some believe the Rake is more than just a myth, that it's real, waiting for its next victim. So, tonight, as you lay in bed, remember this story. If you ever feel like you're being watched, or hear scratching in the walls, don't ignore it. It might just be the Rake, waiting for the perfect moment to make its move. If you enjoyed this creepy story, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We release new spine-chilling stories every day. Thank you for watching.